Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Trials, where I have returned to the village because I have finally gotten a compass and an emerald, and also the cartographer is now journeyman status, so now has a trial explorer map, and we are going to get one right now. So let's see what we need in order to find. Ooh, this one's close. It's on the same map as the village. So it looks like I don't have to go forever in order to find this place. So what I'll do is I will head over. Okay. It's right on the edge of this lake. Hang on, let's see. Is this the same place where I started? Let's see, because no, there is my right. There's my farmhouse over there. So, all right, I think on the other side of that hill is where my current base is located. As I think that's what got me all confused when I was in the first episode trying to get back from the village, is I think I went around this way when I should have gone the other way in order to get home. Yes, I do have a bed with me so that I won't be all in a panicked state. Now, it's not my plan to actually go into the chamber at this time. I want to find its location and then see how that fits in with my current map. And then I can plan what to do. Alright. So it looks like the chamber is down here, probably. Well, obviously it's underground, so it's well under here. Alright, there we go. And then we have a nice place in which to mark. So this seems to be the approximate location of where everything will be. At least that's what this map says. Now, of course, it'll be about 70, 80 blocks below this. Yeah. So let's get a torch. We will mark a few of these here. Now, I will, of course, be using the map anyway, so I should have little trouble finding my way around. Now, since this is in a watery area, my base is in a watery area, I need to find some way in which to connect those two locations together. Is there a way in which for me to get around easily from one to the other, or are they so completely different waterways that that will be impossible? So now let's see if I can find my base. Yes, I know how difficult it was for me to find my base the last time I came from what I think was this area. Now, here is my current map here. Here's my map of my current base. It says that I am nowhere near that area. And here is where I currently am. Is there any way to know how these two maps relate to one another? I don't see the dot on this one, so I see absolutely no clue as to where this is relative to this one. Well, I'll get back to base and compare there. I have returned to the area of my base, and I'm heading out the back door to the base, which I haven't really used any. But the back door of my base is right along this river here, and this river then crosses up through there. There looks like there's a little narrow channel there which goes to the other side, and that leads to the area. So what I should do is I should build a good way down here, and I could put a boat here, and I could easily row back and forth between my base and the trial chamber. So I think what I'll concentrate on for this episode is defining a good way to get there, then decide what I'm going to do relating to digging down and actually finding the chamber itself. I hope I put enough here to mark everything out. I'll just put some light here. I figure that between the lights, the sign saying main base this way into the tunnel, and the nice neat set of stairs that I put here, the crafting table that's here. Hoping that between all of that, it'll be clear that this is the location of the base. Alright, there we go. Now, good. So now I think I have an easy way in which to get to and from the trial chamber location. It's making me wonder whether or not I really need a third base over here, because I was thinking of having 3 bases for this game, and not counting that agricultural center that I have over there, or the village. Was the first one being the one that we found that has the zombie spawner, the second one being the one in the trial chamber itself, and the third one being right above the trial chamber. But that could almost be redundant, because I was thinking of doing that when I was thinking it would be a huge long trek in order to get to the trial chamber. Oh yeah, that's right, because I put those torches there and say, this is the location of the trial chamber. Well, approximately. Well, I think I said something about not wanting to dig around in that area right away, but apparently I've changed my mind on the matter, because I am digging. So let's start heading down and see what we can find. Now I'll probably be going into some turns along the way, but eventually I'm going to get to the spot that is marked on the map, and when I get there I expect to find some copper. And I mean not copper ore, but actually no, that's right. The outer section won't be copper. The outer section is going to be tuff, and that the copper is going to be beneath the tuff or something like that. Now tuff is common enough down in lower areas, so just because you have tuff in the area doesn't mean that you're going to have a trial chamber at that location. And I know that because I found quite a bit of tuff in the areas that I was exploring right beneath my base. Let's see, we could put over here. Whoops. Oh boy, that's going to make it joyous, isn't it? Especially if there are mobs aplenty around in that area. Oh. Oh. It looks like I found a dripstone cave. Oh, I found a nice source of iron. That's what I found. Of course, I probably also found tons of mobs, but that's an entirely different matter. After some digging, I found this. Tough brick blocks. On top of that, I received a new achievement when I broke the first brick that said Minecraft Trials Edition. So obviously this is the trial chamber. Well, this is the top of things, but before I go inside, now this is technically outside of the chamber, I think. So I think mobs will be able to spawn here. I mean regular mobs. So I'm going to make sure this place is lit up. Trial chambers themselves are not supposed to have regular mob spawns in them. as they have their own challenges. So let's see what we got here. Alright, so that takes care of that section. Alright, so that's all lit up. Looks like there are a few things in here to collect, such as gold. Alright, I'll grab some of the gold. And probably any iron I see here, since the iron could be very, very important. So, ah! Okay. Oops. Alright, we will just keep that away for the moment. So that tough brick I want to keep. I just accidentally used that when I was trying to cover that thing up too quickly. Alright, so we will just cover that up and forget that existed. I am going to want that piece of iron right over there. But first, let's see if I can make things safe. Go up. And that's the reason why I want to make things safe. It's because we got this guy around. Well, that's one way of making it safe. Just let the creeper blow up. Let the creeper blow up. Alright, let's see. Let's just make some of this. Before one comes and blows up in my face. There you go. Okay, so that takes care of that. I will just grab the iron and then we could head into the chamber itself. My main goal for today is to do a scouting mission and not to go too deep into the chamber. The idea here is to find out what kind of mobs will I be facing and be prepared to face those things. Guess I'd better go in here and make sure nothing untoward happens down on that end. Now I think I will be hitting copper before I get too far into it. Not too sure how long that will be. Now it went for tough bricks to... Okay, that is definitely part of a trial chamber. Okay, so... no idea what room that is. But I see a trap in there, and I see... there's probably a spawner or two down on there, I'm going to guess. I don't see any yet, but... that's very definitely a dangerous section there. Is there a safer spot? Oh, now let's just plug that hole in right there. I don't think that's an ideal location in which to be starting. So what about right here? I'm going to try a couple of probes and see which location is best for actually doing something. So it looks like, unlike that I was thinking, there is not a layer of copper. It's just that we have these tough bricks in here. Oh. Now that means I hit one of the walls or something? Well, actually, this might be ideal. Okay, so here we are. see things all over the place. I just don't know what type of room I'm in at the moment. I see a spawner right up there, so I'm a bit far away from it at the moment. There's a chest right there. Well, let's... Oh, okay. I must have hit a copper block there. Okay, there's a spawner right there. Oh, there's a spawner right there. There's a... Okay, what is that? That looks like a... Is that blue ice or something like that? If that's blue ice, then... I don't know if that's literally blue ice, but that's what it looks like to me at the moment. Or something that might represent it, if it's not literally the case. Okay, that's an empty chest which we could put stuff in. Well, let's see if I can find a safer room in which to land in. One that doesn't have nasty things about to happen. Well, that looks like it's going into the normal... Oh, we're at the edge. Well, I'll continue exploring. Let's try making our entry right over here. Yeah. No spawners in the area. I have a chance to get my bearings here. Now this is an empty chest, so I might as well throw a few items into here. Toss a bed down right here. And that way I'll have, I hope, alright, we'll put this over here. Hope there's some chance of staying alive around here. Let's have a look at what's in the area. I want to scout around. Those are some of my probe blocks I had. Now that is something nasty. Is that a stray? Oops. Now those blue things I noticed earlier, I think those were packed ice blocks, which would mean that there were strays in here. I wasn't sure as to what that monster was that I saw. Ah, here is my axe, here is my sword. Good. Now, well actually that's not too sure what that shape is. What is this thing? I guess I could look that up. Okay, so it was a different one I saw earlier that looked like had ice there. So is this something completely different? So that means this would either be the... Or is that a breeze? Is this a breeze chamber? That's not a good place to start. I think we've got our first stray here. Oops. Yeah. Let's... I think these are strays. Oh, that's right. Strays like slowness arrows, don't they? That's right. I forgot. They do like to fight each other if you give them half a chance. Yikes. Okay, let's... Okay. Oh, okay, so I defeated that one at least. That's one less thing I have to worry about. Alright, so that means, yes, we do have strays here. I confirmed that. That's where I could get some rewards. Alright. So that's going to be off for a few moments. That's another reward chest. Let's stay away from the breeze generator until I figure out what to do about that thing. Surely there's more to this than this. I mean, this is just one room with 2 mobs. What am I missing? Ah, I think you have a corridor downstairs here. Ah! Much better. Okay, we swoop around here, swoop around here, swoop around here. Okay. Now I'm finding a larger area. And more things down there. Actually, what type of spawner is that? Silverfish! Wonderful! How perfectly annoying! Okay. And it looks like we've got a deep dark in the area also, apparently not too far away. And what we got the third was because they have a silverfish are obviously the small mob. Okay. Okay. I certainly got the annoying one apparently. Okay, there's some shirts and things like that over down there. And okay, that's silverfish and slowness arrows. Really? Oh my goodness gracious. Silverfish. Oh, I hate those things. Well, the small ones are always annoying creatures. What's the regular melee creature? I have absolutely no idea. But this thing is filthy with silverfish. Oh, okay. I'm out of here. I am out of here. I'll give my scouting report. Whew. Well, let's see about this one. I guess I have to see if I can find any place where there's a regular melee mob anywhere around here. It'll probably be the most annoying melee mob you can have. Maybe I'll be jumped by spiders. I think the strays that belong in here are already somewhere else, trying to chase after me. That's likely. We're missing each other in the night. This place is infested with silverfish. Any more around here? Probably many more. Thinking maybe I could take 1 or 2 samples from the pots before I go. Silverfish spawner. Oh, how nice. I actually defeated him. Alright, well, that's one less thing I have to worry about. Too bad I don't have any room in my inventory to take it. Eh. An ender pearl, how nice. How about if I just put this into here? Potion of regeneration. Not bad. Oh, hold on. Next door down? Another room. Alright. Can I find out what is down here now? Strays. That's what's down there. Strays. What's the melee mob? I don't know. How am I going to finish my quest to scout the area without knowing what the melee mob is? How about if I just grab this pot? Ooh. Items inside the pot. And scram. So, scramming into the direction of a stray is probably not my idea of scramming. Alright, I need a ranged weapon. My conclusion from all that is I still have a bit of work to do before I'm going to be ready to take that on. But at least I know what 2 of the 3 mobs are. I know that we have strays. So obviously, I am going to be needing a bow. Preferably an enchanted one. I only have 7 arrows so far, but we do have the Fletcher, so I can get arrows from there. I could probably set up a chicken farm. Maybe I could find a regular skeleton spawner somewhere and get some arrows that way. That's always a lovely source of arrows. But whatever it is right now, I'm definitely going to be needing more arrows before I continue and being able to fight those strays at range. I think that's the best thing I could do there. As for the silverfish, swords are the way to go for that, I think. Using an axe against them, I think, would be futile and way too slow. They're annoying to fight, but I might be able to handle them without too much trouble if I don't have strays in the way constantly. So those 2. I still don't know what the big melee mob is. It's going to be zombies, husks, or spiders. I mean, spiders I think I'll consider to be the best from my point of view, but with my luck on the first 2 mobs in this area, it's probably going to be husks because that sounds like the most annoying one in the list, and I think I got a particularly annoying set of mobs for my chamber. Well, that is it for our first run through in the area. Next time, or at least between episodes, I am going to go and see if I could build up my equipment so that we have better equipped when we go down into there for real. As for this, starter base, still half done. I'll call that, maybe I need something to show that it's half done. Maybe question mark, saying, okay, well, sort of, but it could use a bit more. Create a zombie farm. This thing is actually working. It is the most rudimentary zombie farm I've ever seen. Probably need a better weapon, like a smite weapon, or work with it, but the zombie farm itself seems to work. So I am going to give it a star to say that this is achieved. Purchase a trial map from the Cartographer. That is most definitely achieved. Is there a way to get a check mark on here? Oh, yeah, probably. Let's see. Create good armor and weapons. The word good is where I'm going to say I have not yet achieved that, considering that they sort of sent me running. Find a trial chamber. Well, I suppose I'll have to say, set up a second base in a chamber bedroom. I haven't found a chamber bedroom yet, so I've been chased away from there. I have a feeling I have to get past. I must have gone in to the opposite side than what was intended, because I came in on the boss room. So I suspect that the entrance to the trial chamber is way, way, way off on the other end, and I have to fight my way through everything in order to find it. So yeah, I'll have to find that bedroom at some point. Open at least one vault. No, I haven't. I don't have a key yet. I've only beaten 2 of those spawners all so far, and neither of them gave a a key. Build a base on the surface over the trial chamber. I could try that, and who knows, it might even replace this base. We'll have to see. So you build a base above the trial chamber. I think I have a good area where I could be able to do that, but obviously not started yet. And defeat a breeze. Ha 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 ha. Well, I have some more work to be done, and we have to start that work in the next episode of Piney Plays Minecraft Piney Trials.